Time to make a start on the BMW modifications. First things first, get those ugly things in the bin. Do the suspension, paint the brake calipers. So we're just down here at the Blink company now. Got to choose what wheels we want to go with. Obviously we're going something off this 20-inch wheel. 19 seem a little bit too small. Why I like to use the 20-inch wheels is because, say here for example, we'll take this for example actually. Say we have a 19-inch wheel, and say that's the top of our guard there. With the 20-inch wheel, it'll just be a little bit further up into the guard. So, sort of see what style. I sort of want to go staggered. Don't really want to go dish on the car. I don't want to go big concave all around because I like to make the rear look like it's a lot more deeper, hence having the flatter front. So, yeah, these are the last ones we had. Got them painted black. They look a lot different when they're all painted black. Still my favourite wheel out of all of these. So yeah, we have a quick think. So I'm thinking something like this, something open, so we can see the big M Sport brakes behind it. Something like that will be alright actually. Just a nice thin spoke just to show off the brakes behind it, because that was the main purpose of getting that car, was solely for the brakes. I think the problem with me is I've done majority of these wheels, so it's really hard to pick what to go for. And no matter what I get, if they're not in black, so we're going down to Cody at Top Gun, get all painted up. Trust me, I'm just doing this. Exactly what I see is what I'm probably going to go for. Pretty tempted to get these ones. Nice deep concave on them, check that out. Don't really like the full meshy ones, just personal preference, but I think these will be alright. Probably a 9.5 or a 10, and hopefully they have some flatter ones for the front. Yeah, no, I think it will definitely be probably either those ones there, or these ones here up the top. A nice thin spoke. So here's the wheel we ended up going with in the end. So I went for a big open spoke, and yeah, but I'll suss it later on in the video, but I can't remember, it was a while ago we sorted these out. I can't remember the offsets in the end, but got everything's bang on. So look at that, heater clearance on the brake. Not fouling up on the rear strut, so we're good to go there. So the front is either an 8 to a 9 inch and 225/30 tyre. Check the back out. Check that concave out. It's out the gate. Super deep concave. And these are 235/30, and they're definitely a 10-inch wheel on the back. So it should be fun trying to fit these underneath the guard. Check their height, we've got to chop out of it. So it'll be a bit of a challenge. Jesus. We're now up to the lowering stage of the BMW, so what we're going to be using in the front is some Bilstein F30 coilovers, and as for the back, we're going to be using some F20 shocks, and not too sure what we're going to use for the springs. We'll find something around here close enough, and then get them compressed, or hopefully we don't have to do anything to get to the right height we need it to. So we're going to do a few modifications to the shocks now to try and get a bit more travel out of the front. Now to modify the top hats. Here we have it, all the lowering done, so I'm going to remove all these under trays that don't need them. They go on the lower rear control arms, obviously factory suspension and some of the lining, so we take as least as we can out before we're trying to remove the lot. So just removing that alone, I actually think I took too much out, and there's actually not that much taken out, so that worked out really well. So no guard rubbing, didn't end up rolling the guards, just hit them with a hammer flat, and that's it, it gets full lock. Check that out, nice and low now, runs really smooth. Never seen a wagon this low. Full suspension travel, rides smoother than a stock one. Happy as with that result. Here we have the modified rear shock, so you can see that's the modified one there, and we've still got the same full travel.
and there goes the one before modifications, so you can see the difference on how much more travel we've gotten out of this. The interesting thing with this, here goes the damper adjustment, so it's external, so it took a little bit of thinking to be able to make this internally adjustable from this end instead of being external, so they should all work out well. So after our first drive, you can see we've got a little bit of rubbing up in here. That was going over a bridge, so we can either make the dampers a little bit harder, or we can just notch this out slightly, try and keep as much line as we can in here, and then we can also put a little 5mm slip-on space, and that should solve all that issue, because it's quite a wide rim, and being relatively positive to try and fit within the guard here, obviously you're going to start having it fit in the side here, but it's not as bad as it looks. It's just a real faint scuff when I went over a bridge. A few extra parts going on the BMW just to modernise it a bit. Got the rear diffuser with the twin exhaust outlets, so we're going to do something with the rear exhaust. The M Sport Performance lower lip, this is all just that cheap knockoff stuff you see on eBay. Everyone's reselling it. Those are the little lips that are going on the sides. But check these cool grills out. So I'm not really in the BMW scene as such in New Zealand or into the car scene at all really, but I've never seen these done yet. Someone probably has, but I've personally never seen them done, so well, these are pretty cool grills. I actually brought the twin jail bar style ones for it, all black, but I saw these and I seen they'll make the car look a lot more modern, but yeah, pretty cool looking grills. Pretty cheap too, I think they were only like $70 landed or something, so yeah, those are the other few bits going on it. I missed a bit of footage as the phone went flat, so it's all charged up, so we're good to go now. So what I've done in the meantime, I'll put down 2 coats of this base. I've never done a base and clear paint job on a full respray before, so hopefully it doesn't come out too patchy or anything, but got a couple of good mentors here that are going to teach us through this thing. As for the colour, it's a beautiful colour. Cody made this up for us. It's just a metallic black, but it's a real dark colour. He's painted one of his bikes and another Audi he's had in this colour, so I've seen it all completed and it should be good. So what we're up to now, I'm going to put that last coat of base on it, and then we will put that satin on. And I'm a little bit nervous doing the satin solely for the fact is when it comes down to satin black, you have no choice. Like if you get rubbish in it or something goes wrong, you can't sand it out like a clear or like a gloss finish. Once you spray it on, that's it. There's no more aftercare. So hopefully I don't wreck it. Just finished doing our 3rd coat of base, so we'll get Cody in here shortly to inspect it and see if we're on par and we can start clearing it up. Cody just come and did a final inspection, said I've done a little bit too wet on the base coat, so we've just done a bit of a fluff coat over it. Not too sure what your painters call it, a bit of cross hatching and stuff. So we're going to let it gas out and then we're going to chuck the clear coat over top. First coat is satin down, ready to do the next one. Just done our first coat of base on the bumpers. The little door handles up here and these are part of the lip. So just to bang the second coat on and see how we go for coverage. Definitely a cool colour. Happy with the colour, that's for sure.